Hey everybody, this is Jim the Tabletop Engineer. Welcome to a new playthrough video. Today I am playing 4 Against Darkness. I'm hoping I'm going to be able to wrap up this dungeon. There's not a whole lot more to explore. I have not met the final boss yet, and I'm in this room. I killed a giant spider. I went in here, it was empty. I backtracked and fought some vermin, which do not credit me for minions. I only have the one door, although I can go back here to this one if this doesn't go anywhere. So basically, it's sort of one of those things where you sort of have to decide, can I go anywhere else? Are there any open doors that I haven't explored? Because if there are, you have to backtrack to them. And in this case, there is one unopened here. So what I'm going to do is, instead of going through this door, I'm going to backtrack to this corridor. I roll a d6. On a 1, there's a wandering monster. There is not. Now I'm going to go through this corridor and see where it leads. It goes to a 2-6. 2-6 is a room, just a very small room with a door here. And it goes up, and there's a door there. All right. That's a weird room, but it is a room. Actually, no, it's a corridor. Excuse me, that is a corridor. It's a one wide. Okay, so I need to roll to see where this corridor goes. Page 83, or what's in this corridor, excuse me. That is a 5. A 5 on a quarter is empty. Roll on special feature, all right? Special feature, you roll a d6 on page 32. It is a cursed altar. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a star here, and over here I'm going to put cursed altar. Let me read this to you. As you enter the room, an eerie glow emanates from a sinister altar. A random character is cursed and has -1 on defense. To break the curse, the character must either slay a boss monster alone or enter a blessed temple, which I do have, or have a blessing spell cast by a cleric. Okay, my cleric has one heal. No, they have 3 blessed spells. It's the healing spells that I'm almost out of. And by the way, just so you know, the blessed, when you cast blessed, it says it removes a curse from a character. A curse is an effect that gained by stepping into a cursed room. Blessings can also be removed under other conditions. Okay, so I have 3 blessings. All right, so the cursed altar, one of my heroes is going to be cursed. I'll roll a d8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The wizard is cursed. I'll write wizard. And the wizard is -1 defense. Well, his defense is 0, so his defense is now -1. That's not good. And let's see where this door goes. It goes to a 6-1, which is a large room. Okay, it's a 3 by 6, which is 18. So I can't fit it here, but I can fit it. And there's one door here and one door at the top, so I can connect it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I can do this, draw this down, and then draw this over, and I'll move this door here. I'll just transplant the door so it links to that room. And that is that. All right, so I've got one door here and I've got one door here. What is in this room? Page 83. 2d6, add them, 5. 5 on a room is empty. Roll on a special feature. Special feature, d6. 3, it's an armory. That sounds good. All characters can change their weapons if they want, within the limits. For example, okay, so I've already done that. That's all good. You can also do it when you're in a room after you've done combat. So there's no combat in this room, which is good. All right, so it's looking like I'm running out of space here, which means that final boss is coming pretty soon. I'm going to have to deal with it. And the way this works is, the rules say that when you've basically run out of room in the dungeon and doors to open, the final room is where the final boss will be. So I've not got a lot of room here to move around. So I'm going to go through this door and see where it leads to. It leads to a 6-2, which is a 4-way intersection. That's okay because there's a door here. So this door will lead to this intersection. I'm going to connect this one here. And then this one will lead this way. And that's going to give me room for one more roll, I think. And if it's a room, that'll be it. But first, I have to roll for this corridor. Page 83. And roll 2d6. That is a 7. 7 on a quarter is minions. Roll on the minions. All right. This will get me up to 10, which will give me a level roll. What minion do I roll up? 4. D6 plus 1 orcs. 4 plus 1 is 5 orcs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 orcs. I'm in a room, so it doesn't really matter. There's no marching order here. All right, I need to fight these guys. What are they? There are 5 of them, right? I said D6, but yeah, there are 5. They are level 4. They get 1 attack. Orcs are afraid of magic and must test morale each time 1 or more is killed by a spell. If a spell causes their number to drop below 50, they will test morale at -1. They never have magic items in their treasure. Treat any rolled magic item as a d6 times d6 gold. Elves attack and cast spells against orcs at +1. I don't have any elves, so let's get into this. All right, so my warrior is +1. +1 versus a level 4. 4 plus 1 is 5. Beats. Kill it. I'll have 2 go up against the barbarian. The cleric steps up. +1 weapon. 3 plus 1 is 4, which equals it. Kills it. The wizard. The wizard is +0. Oh, no. Oh, that's the defense. The wizard is +0. And he rolls a 3, so he misses. And the rogue, 1, 2, 3. We're not at the half. Rolls a 5 plus 0, but he still beats 1. All right. So that means my cleric will step in to defend the priest. The warrior needs to roll higher than a 4 with a +2 defense. So he needs to roll a +2. He needs to roll a 3 or higher. That's a 3, so he misses. The cleric is +2 defense. Same thing, 3 or higher. A 1 misses, and the cleric takes a damage. The cleric is down to 2 health. The warrior steps over, rolls a 4 plus 1 is 5, and kills kills this one. The cleric steps up and fights it. It hit my cleric, yeah. All right, cleric is 3 plus 1 is 4, and he kills the last one. So the goblins die. And I get treasure -1. They do not have... Actually, that wasn't goblins. That was orcs. They are normal treasure, but I do not get a magic item. I rolled a 5, which is 3d6 times 10 gold. 7, 13, 130 gold. I've got a lot of gold if I can get out of this dungeon. All right, let's see if this corridor leads to the final room. I need a room here. 5, 4 is a big room. Well, it's not a big, but it's good enough. And it does have a door. So let's do this. We'll flip it. Go in 2, 1, 2. It is a 3 by 3. Like that. And it shows there's a door here, which is perfect because it can connect to that door right there. And so I can make this the final boss room. So the final boss is a little different than just encountering a normal boss. The final boss gets some bonuses for being the final boss. He's a little harder to kill, but first you have to roll to see what kind of boss it is. All right, so let's do that. So on the boss table on page 37, you roll a d6. Here we go. I rolled a 4, which is a Medusa. I hate Medusas. I remember these. The Medusa has 4 life points. It's a level 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a level 4. It has 4 life points. Now let me read this to you. All characters at the beginning of the battle must save versus a level 4 gaze or be turned to stone. Petrified characters are out of the game unless a blessing spell is cast. Rogues add half their level to this save. He's a level 1, so we won't add anything. All right. The only one I don't want to fail this is the priest, because the priest can cast blessing. All right, so the warrior rolls, this is a level 4 gaze. So I have to roll a 5. Is it save versus? Is save equal to or less than? Let me check. Save versus. Roll a d6, adding any modifiers. Well, I don't get to add any modifiers. If you roll the target number or better, nothing happens. All right, so it is a meet or beat. I need to roll a 4 or higher for my warrior. Whoa! He's turned to stone. The cleric, 4 or higher. Whoa! Turned to stone. The wizard saves, and the rogue saves. All right, there is a way to do this. It's going to be a long shot. All right, my wizard will go. He will cast Fireball. You roll a d6, you add your level, and you subtract this number. This is going to be a waste of time. 2 plus 1 is 3, minus 4 is 0, so I don't do any damage to that boss. All right, the rogue strikes with plus 0. 4 plus 0 is 4. It does beat it, so he kills 1. And now the Medusa gets 1 attack. I will have her attack the rogue. Rogue needs to defend versus 4. He rolls a 6. That's easy to defend. The wizard can cast Sleep on Medusa. Let me look at how Sleep works. Oh no! I put the spell. I put the dragon to sleep. I cast lightning bolt and I did cast sleep. So and I did cast fireball just now. So I am out of spells. So all I can do is attack at plus 0. I miss. The rogue will defend again. 2 plus 2 is 4. Does not beat. So the rogue takes a point of damage. The rogue is down to 1 health. The wizard will strike, plus 0. 4 plus 0 is 4. He kills 1 more. The rogue strikes. 5 plus 0 defeats 1. The rogue will defend. I need a 5 or higher here. I got 5, so he defends. I get 2 more attacks to kill it. That will kill it. I kill the Medusa, but unfortunately I have 2 party members that are turned to stone. Now, the one I need to cast Blessing is turned to stone. So how does this work? Well, you can carry, if you have two heroes can carry 1 out. I don't really care about this wizard. The warrior, I may carry the warrior out. So let me read this to you, how this works. Putting the fallen heroes. Here we go. You may want to carry a dead comrade out of the dungeon. If you can afford to spend 1,000, have the local church attempt a resurrection ritual. Roll d6. If the result is equal to or lower than the character's level, the ritual is successful. The character comes back to life and may continue to play the campaign. If the roll fails, the money is spent, the character is lost. But I think I can buy, my wizard my wizard could take a blessing. You can't buy a scroll of blessing, but you can. No, you can't. So it's 1,000 gold. You know what? These guys are all level 1. So right now, I think my best bet is to run and carry. Well, I'm not going to pay 1,000 gold to save a level 1 warrior. Just not going to happen. So, being that they're all level 1, now I did go up to 10, and I'm going to cash that in to roll I'm going to roll a d6 and try to level up my cleric to level 2. I need to roll a 2 or higher. I did. So my cleric levels up to level 2. And she and the rogue will need to run. So we need to backtrack. So let's go the shortest route. We'll go into here. Don't roll a 1. I didn't. Let's do this. We'll go into here. Don't roll a 1. I didn't. Go into here. Don't roll a 1. I didn't. Go into here. Don't roll a 1. I didn't. And the entry. So these 2 characters do escape. I have a level 2 cleric. I will level her up and get whatever bonuses I get. And I guess I'm just going to roll another. Well, I don't have to. Since they're level 1, I can just recruit 2 two guys, and they keep the same card. I may change the mini out. I don't know. We'll see. All right. Well, that was fun. This was the first dungeon. I'm going to date it. Today is the 24th, I think. June 24. And I will scan this and maybe append this to the video so you can see it. I hope you like it. 4 Against Darkness is one of those games that you can pretty much play anywhere. You don't need all the fancy stuff, and you do need some dice. You do need the book and just some way to track, and something to draw your map. I mean, you need a piece of paper, but something to just track your heroes, like little tokens like this, are pretty easy. Just get some blue ones for your heroes and red ones for the bad guys. And you could play this on an airplane. You could play this in a hotel. You could play this whenever you're traveling. It's just one of those cool little solo games that here's the rules right here in one book. Now, there are expansions to this. When you go above level 5, there's more books. This carries you up through level 5. You cannot go onto the new book until all your heroes are at level 5. But I hope you like this. I do plan on playing it again, so I will get 2 new heroes, and my level 2 cleric will be the highest level, and we'll come and do another dungeon and see what happens. All right, that's all I got. This is Jim the Tabletop Engineer. Thanks for joining me on this very first dungeon crawl of 4 Against Darkness. I'll be back very soon with the next one. Until then, everybody, take care.
Check out the new RPG and Wargame newsletter. Each week, the Tabletop Engineer shares news, products, Kickstarters, and much more related to the gaming hobby. It's free to subscribe, so check out the link in the video description below to sign up.